Okay, good morning Group 2, and today is Monday and we're just going to do some addition. And you might think, oh, they look really easy. And it might be to begin with, but what we're doing is just building up that knowledge, okay? And using models to help us. So it's good to go back to basics. So you can see I've got 135, add 3, add 30, add 300. And to begin with, you can see I've just represented that with 100 square with a rod of 10, so 3 rods of 10 and 5 individual ones. And if I show that there, I can see I've got 100, 3 tens and 5 ones. That is 135. And if I was going to add my 3 to begin with, 1, 2, 3. So my 1, 2, 3. So 5 and 3, 8. So that would be 138. So now I want to add 3 tens. So 135, add 3 tens. So I'll just be putting in my 3 rods. 1, 2, 3. Now if you want, I could actually put those together as a 5. I could do like that if I wanted to, and put that one down here. Or I can just put my 1, 2, 3 here. And I'm just going to rub those off because I don't need that. So this time you can see I've got 6 tens, and we'd write that as 60. We've still got 100, and we've still got 5 ones. So now I can see that is 165. Now you can see here is the ones changed, so that became 138, and here the tens have changed. So the 5 stays the same, and it's just the number in the tens column that has changed. Okay, now we're just going to add 300 to 135. So there's my 135. Let me just take away these other numbers. And I need to add another 3 hundreds. So I've got 100 already. Add that is 200, 300, 400. So over here, I'm adding 1, 2, 3. So now altogether I've got 400. So I've got 100 and 300 is 400, and I've got 3 tens there, so that's 30. And 5 ones. And that would give me 435. So you can see this time it's only the 4s, so only the hundreds that have changed. And if I was just writing that out in the column method, so 135, they're my ones, they're my tens, and they're my hundreds. So 5 and 3 is 8. And 3 add nothing is 3, and 1 add nothing is 1. So you can see just by writing it in the column method, it's quite easy as well. Again, if I wanted to partition that, I could just write it as maybe 100, add 30, add 5, add 3. Okay, so if I'm adding 30 now, you can see now I'm not adding any ones. I've already got my 5 ones. I don't need to add any more. So that would obviously just be 5. And then you can see here I'm adding my 10s. So I've already got 3 tens, and I want to add another 3 tens. So 3 and 3 is 6. And my 100, I'm not adding anything to it, so that just stays the same. So 135 add 30 is 165. Okay, so now I've got 135 and I want to add 300. So I don't need to add any more ones. 5 add no ones is 5. I've got 3 10s now, and I'm not going to add any more 10s. So that's a 3. And 1 and 3, so 100 and 300 is 400. So our answer there is 435. So what we're doing there is we're looking at adding 1s, 10s and 100s to 3-digit numbers. Okay, so looking at today's worksheet, you can see that is very similar to begin with. You have your 3-digit number, and you add a 1, and then you're going to add 10s and then 100s. So very similar to what we've just done here. Now, whenever you have anything like this, in maths, you need to show workings out. So don't just do everything in your head, okay? It's important you set your workings out like I've shown, okay? Because that will help you become more confident as a mathematician. We're all mathematicians. Okay, so the next task, we can see here, you've got over here some questions, and over here you've got some answers. Now, some of you might be tempted to just work all this out in your head and link it up. But again, write it out, show your workings. So you can see the first one, I've got 394. Add 200. And what you can see, what I'm doing is, I don't need to change my 4. I don't need to change my 9, so my 1s, my 10s. Let me just put the place values on. That helps. So 4 add nothing is 4, 9 add nothing is 9, and 3 add 2 is 5. So now, what I would do is, I would put my answer here, 594, and then over here, where is it on here? There it is, and link it up. Put a line in between, and do that for the other ones. Show your workings out. Okay, don't just guess a number, you need to show your workings out, and then link them up. And then on the second sheet, you are just adding the column method, which we have done the column method before. We are adding numbers together. So you can see in our 1s, we've got 9 add 0, 5 add 1, 2 add 3. Now, most of you should get through those fairly quickly. And if you do, it'll be good to practice some of your own calculations. Or you can complete an activity on TT Rockstars, our class challenge at the moment. We might want to go over to the BBC Bite Size and just see what they've got there for maths. Okay, thank you.